Okay. What do we got? Oh. Gatorade, thank you for the sub. Okay. Let's sum things up. Overwatch 2 launches October 4th, free to play, live experience, early access. Oh man. I'm just going to read this and I just want to read the posts. Post show Sunlock? Yes. Game. I mean, I guess should I move into the Overwatch category at this point? Oh god. Overwatch 2 launching on October 4th. Here, game Overwatch. There you go. We moved directories for you, chat. Overwatch 2 launching on October 4th will be free to play on Windows, PC, and Xbox X Series S. Blah, blah, blah. All these consoles. Anyone can join, anyone can play and take part in our always on, always evolving live service. This is the most significant release in Overwatch history since its debut and will begin with early access to a new PvE experience, heroes, maps, and more with a new free-to-play model. At its core, we believe the game as a social experience should be shared with everyone. This shift to free-to-play will open up and make the world of Overwatch... Oh, you said PV... Wait, sorry. Sorry. PvP. Sorry, I was thinking PV in my head as I was saying it. You get it. This free-to-play will open up, make the world of Overwatch available to more people than ever before, removing the barrier of entry, making it easier, blah, 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 including a strong driving force, stick together, work as a team. There's nothing to stand in our way. Man, always on, always evolving live service. This is an interesting line because anyone who's ever played a video game in the last 5 years knows what that means. But that's so many buzzwords. This is not a buzzword. I mean, I guess it is. Live service can be considered a buzzword, but you know what I mean. Save the date for Overwatch 2 reveal. June 16th, 10 a.m., including more details on the live service model and seasonal content plan. Overwatch's 34th hero. Bro, just the number 34 next to Overwatch, bro. God damn it. Junker Queen, the upcoming phase of the game's closed beta testing, and more. We will have more to share with our community during the reveal on our Twitch and YouTube channels. More details on the live service model. The person who wrote this knew what they did. A new era for Overwatch. We shared a glimpse of what we have in store, including the new hero Junker Queen, who's ready to take us to the Wastelands. We showed familiar heroes who have matured and grown over the years, and there was also a tease of Mysterious Fox leading its team into battle. Catch up on the video here. Nothing can compare to the incredible moments we've experienced in our community since the game launched in 2016. Many amazing memories still to be made. The world could always use more heroes. We've created something special for you in turn. As a thank you to our original players, the Overwatch 2 Founders Pack will be free in-game to all existing players who own Overwatch. The Founders Pack will include 2 epic skins and an exclusive Founders Pack icon, along with a surprise gift that will be announced before the game's October 4th release. And then you just log on by the end of this year, basically. This is an equally exciting and humbling moment for the Overwatch team. Our community means everything. We have deep appreciation and respect for players who have been there since the beginning. Thank you, heroes. We'll see you soon. A surprise gift that will be announced before the game's October 4th release. What does that mean? A free battle pass wouldn't surprise me. I mean, right? Live service. Sure, maybe, but I doubt it, dude. Also not bad. They showed weapon charms in the trailer. Oh god. Am I really going to be that guy going frame by frame on a 2-minute trailer right now, chat? I think I am, aren't I? Let's go to the highest, 4K. Okay. Scroll up. Give me the Fox scroll clip, and then also someone said there's weapon charms. Oh my god, look at here. Okay. It begins. Okay. So we see one here. Does he have one too on his fists? Lucio has one. Lucio has one. Right? Does this... Okay. Chat. You guys notice how they're inspecting their own weapons? Chat, it's not just for the trailer. They probably added a weapon inspect button like Apex, Valorant, and every other game in the live service space. Right? Right? Am I wrong?
Check me out. Do something.
Fox girl? Chat. It is so... Man, this is weird. Okay, wait. Okay, classic. Drop the beat. Wait, can I just go over this trailer moment really fast? Weird Sonic. What's going on here? Beating a Diva Bomb in front of a Rhine Shield. There's a... Fox Girl is a PvE thing 100%. No, I don't think so. Chat. Listen, the chat room right here. Always on, always evolving live service. Comes out October 4th. Chat, the whole point of the Fox Girl is one... Do you note nothing about what they're showing is PvE? PvE is very clearly not ready to be launched, which is why they're labeling this early access in the first place, I assume. And they're just putting PvP out just to get something out the door so you don't have to wait 20,000 years. But chat, Fox Girl isn't a PvE thing. That's very likely just another example of them having a lot of characters behind the scenes that instead of launching and dropping all at once, now they're going PvE live service. So it'll probably just be the next character that drops. That's how this is going to work. Maybe it's the special gift. The special gift, I mean, we'll see. The Fox Girl DPS, so a new character every month. Well, we're going to have to wait until June 16th because specifically that's where they want to it says special announcement including more details on the live service model and seasonal content plan. Chat, they use the words seasonal content plan. We all know what this means. It's not every month. It's going to be like every 3 to 4 months, just like every other FPS game in the entire industry. They're going to drop you seasonal. Look, here's a new season. Here's the massive balance patch. Here's a new character. Here's your new like cosmetic battle pass or whatever. They're just going to dump all that. I guarantee it. There's no... What else would it be? In a seasonal content plan. Just wait and see. Just wait and see what they say in a week. And we already saw chat in the moment, and when I talk about cosmetics, is because as we went over just a second ago here, right? This is Fox Girl. Go back 15 seconds or so, and you guys, we see weapon charms on weapons. We see a weapon inspect. Of course, so they're going very obviously like, that's just, what else could it be?
Check me out. Do something.
And then this is obviously teasing the next character that would probably either come. I mean, I don't know when they're going to do this stuff, but if they're going to do seasonal content drops and seasonal stuff, that means new characters on a regular schedule again, just like the OG Overwatch. So that would probably be the first, you know, the way all of these other games do this stuff, right? They start teasing, right? They go, oh yeah, you know, they start teasing like lore wise or story wise into these other things. They're like, oh yeah, and maybe this character is going to be, you know, it's like the normal shit. Look closely at this, by the way. Oh, you guys are saying the Fox is a speed boost because she has Lucio Aura?
Fox looks like a team speed up skill. Support confirmed Copium.
Well, I would hope that they add a single support. It would be really, truly embarrassing, I think, if they launched Overwatch 2 with no new support characters. Maybe Fox Girl will be in there by launch, and maybe Junker Queen's like next beta. Maybe they're still doing the like beta by beta thing. Wait, who else is in this pic? Whoa. Oh, you can actually figure it out. Wait. You can actually confirm that she's a support by that clip. Because there wasn't one support next to her. Watch. I'll just go back. I'll just 0.25 this shit before you chat. And I'll mute so that way we don't have to hear and listen to it. Right? Tank, 2 DPS, support. She has to be a support. It's the only thing that's left. So you know it's confirmed as a support character. Unless, of course, you know, you can say one thing or another. Also, she might transform into the Fox. Or she's behind the camera throwing the Fox in a line and it's a speed boost line. You're not going to be able to figure out anything by that.
Streamer, you can press less than and greater than on your keyboard to go frame by frame in the video. Smile.
True. I probably should just go frame by frame for you next time. I think it's just behind the camera in this case. But no, I mean, all this Overwatch stuff is cool. But it's still just, I can't help it. It just makes me feel weird. 2.5 years that you guys worked on PV that you're still completely silent on, and they have said nothing about, right? And then they come out and they're like, yeah, but we got some extra characters. We're going to go seasonal content, free to play, which is cool. Like, I'm happy that we're finally seeing content for the game. But also, 2.5 years is a lot of time. And it feels, it's like bittersweet, right? It feels very bittersweet. Look at how old D.Va has become. Who cares? I'm sorry, I don't care that much. All I'm saying is, give them a break. They were too busy self-imploding. Well, no, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that went down, obviously, but I just mean the, like, it's... PV will not go live this year is my guess. Chat, if PV was anywhere near done, they would be talking about it. They're not talking about it, so I'm going to assume PvE is 2 years away. I'm going to assume that PvE is so far away because it's so difficult for them to build. I'm going to assume it's 2024. That's what I'm going to assume. I would wait until the 16th for that opinion. Maybe. But they specifically are not mentioning or talking about PV at all. They're just ignoring it and hoping that everybody forgets until they're ready to talk about it again. Even though the entire reason this is even called Overwatch 2 is because they were building this PvE game. Which is also probably why they had to call this early access now. It's the only reason we even have a 2 in front of Overwatch to begin with is that PvE game. And now we just have to pretend it didn't exist and that this is Overwatch 2, even though it never really was. Right? It's weird. But at the end of the day, at least we are getting content for a game that should be seeing all of it. Right? But also, I've said this from the very beginning. When Overwatch 1 stopped development, they were releasing 3 characters a year. That was 2.5 years ago. So by now, we should be seeing 6 to 8 new characters. And so we're still drip feeding these characters one by one, which feels a little lame, but I understand it's marketing, right? So I'm just going to assume that Copium, it's not. Streamer, it sounds like you're compromising. What am I compromising on, though, in this case? It's just a free-to-play. What I'm saying is it's a bittersweet announcement because the game should have had this content for the last 2.5 years, and it didn't. And now they're switching to they use the words, I gotta find it again, seasonal content plan, free-to-play live service model. It feels bittersweet because this is stuff we should have had already. No point in focusing on it. True. I'm just saying my first experience, my first reaction. I will say that the game going free to play is still a very, very good thing because the only reason they could abandon the Overwatch franchise for 2.5 years to go build the PvE game is specifically because the core franchise was not monetized the same as every other game, right? Examples being Valorant and Apex and every Fortnite, every other live service FPS game is monetized way more than Overwatch ever was. And that's because Overwatch came out in 2016 before all that stuff came out. That's not a good thing. What I'm trying to say is there's 2 ways you can look at monetization in video games. The first one is you can always just say, I don't want more monetization. I just want to play the game and get everything and be done. Which you can get, but then you have to suffer the consequences of that. And the consequences of that are what happened to earlier in Overwatch's lifespan, which is they don't need to update as much as other developers because they don't make that much money from it. We need to go make a new Overwatch 2 game. We need to go build this giant plan and situation. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they can leave and go do that type of thing because they didn't even make that much money in Overwatch 1 from all the microtransactions compared to all the other games like Apex, Valorant, Fortnite, etc. And so that's the consequence of not monetizing heavily. They can actually ignore that and go build another boxed game like Overwatch 2. I'm just trying to say like the original thing in my brain. Obviously, all those plans have changed now because now they're saying, okay, just get this shit out the door. Early access, PvP October 4th, seasonal content, just put it fucking out there and get it in people's hands. And that makes me happy because I actually get to actually play the game. Streamers 2 Stunlock, he's not going to notice the game show starting soon. Chad, the game show does not start for another 30 minutes. There is a pre-show for 30 minutes. If you guys are talking about the PC gaming show, there is a pre-show for 30 minutes. I don't feel like watching a pre-show when I can talk about Overwatch. Do you think free-to-play will make the community worse, more toxic, cheaters, etc.? I mean, yeah, there's challenges behind all that stuff, but I think it's undeniably better for the game. I don't think it's bad at all to see a PvP multiplayer game actually get this incentivizes the developers to actually produce content the same way that people want to play it, which is if you want regular content from Overwatch, this is the way to do it. And that's cool. It's just going to be so interesting in the long run for the Overwatch franchise because there is still all of this is in the shadow of this giant PvE game that they were building behind the scenes. And for those who don't know, that was supposed to be it's going to be pretty big, and it's going to be weird because even if all this stuff is cool, and I can only just wonder what the hell happened the last 2.5 years. Where's your PV game that we waited so long for? And what's going to happen when that PV game actually even comes out? Imagine trying to build a full live service PvP game and a full live service PvE game simultaneously. How do you do that? That's insane. But is that not what they're going to try and do in 2 years? Go ask Bungie. Yeah, because Destiny PvP is definitely on the same scale as PvE, huh, chat? Right? Come on. That's a meme. Everyone knows that Destiny is very focused on its PvE. Anyway, that's a long-term problem. That's what I consider to be something very strange in the next like I said 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, whatever this magical PvE game comes out. I don't know how they're going to justify or manage to pull that off. That'll be insane. It's going to be weird. Games Radar YouTube has a full character trailer for a Junker Queen. Wait, link it. Link me. You said full character trailer, dude? I think it's bait. I think you're just linking what we've already seen. This is just what was here instead. I think it's just the to be continued cinematic. Yeah. The one that I saw during the game show. We saw that cinematic. We saw everything. The cinematic gets cut off at the end because they want to probably show it later, which is going to be cool. But yeah, I guess when it comes to all this stuff, bittersweet announcement, but also actually legitimately excited to see them for once be able to pump content. It's going to be weird. Like in what, 3 years? I haven't really seen Overwatch do much. It's going to be so weird. They're going to go, they can actually, I mean, what this really means is like Overwatch wants to directly compete with Apex and Valorant and Fortnite, right? They want to walk in and be like, you guys are doing your seasons, we are too. This is what we have. That's what they want to do. Not a bad thing at all. I'm interested. But this, more details on the live service model and seasonal content plan is going to be interesting. And then how much content they actually going to have. So Overwatch needs to bring the content to compete, though. I wish them luck. Yeah. It's kind of funny how hyped you guys still are for a game company that have pieced out on its players and left you guys for like 2 years, but poggers. Well, not wrong. But that's also why what you're describing, chat, most of the Overwatch player base just pieced out in the last 3 years. They stopped updating the game regularly to go work on Overwatch 2, and everyone I know, for the most part, stopped playing the game. But there's nothing really similar to it in gameplay style. Like, what are you going to go? What are you going to do, chat? Go play Team Fortress 2? Chat, I'm the guy who went from Team Fortress 2 to Overwatch and watched both my games get abandoned by devs for years. Fuck. You gonna play Paladins? Okay. Listen. So you're cursed? Chat, I think the genre's cursed. But yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's ever had a problem with Overwatch skins and cosmetics either. If you want to go down like this whole cosmetic style, dude, like You want to go down to weapon charms and making good skins and having cool art and all that? Overwatch is going to be just fine on that end, at least. So I'll buy skins. I am bad. They have hats. They're not doing hats. There's no way they're going to do hats. They built a whole esports league on a game that didn't even have a live service model. Yeah, I mean, not wrong. It kind of did. But it's weird though, because Overwatch originally was supposed to, when we started playing, at least when I started playing Overwatch, I assumed that they were just always going to update and just keep it as Overwatch, and that was it. And I thought that was the live service, was Overwatch, and that we had our normal 3 characters a year and our 2 or 3 maps, right? People love hating on Overwatch. I don't think they can change that now, which is sad. I mean, people hating on Overwatch is, dude, dunking on Blizzard's the easiest thing in the world. I mean, dude, it legitimately is. Like, dude, these guys just announced Diablo 4, and last week Diablo Immortal came out. Like, they're always just tripping over themselves left and right. It's just the easiest thing in the world to hate on them. It's just too easy. It is. I mean, guys, they came out after 2.5 years of no content, and then they go, guys, but look, you can finally play Sojourn, this one character we showed you 2.5 years ago. You could shit on that. It is so easy. It is the easiest thing in the world. Like, oh my God. Is it game show time? In 15 minutes. But the whole point is, it's not necessarily like, you can dunk on the game and all the problems it's had, and it's really, really easy to do so, especially because it's Blizzard, especially Blizzard these days. But the thing that's actually interesting here is more about the direction in the long term than it is about the short term. That's what I'm genuinely interested in. The idea of, like, they took Overwatch 1 and they went to Overwatch 2 and said, guys, we want to build Overwatch 1, but with less shields, less CC, and more solo carry potential. And then they actually went and they did it and removed most CC, most shields, and lowered the game to 5v5 so you have more solo carry potential. And then they went and said, okay, we abandoned the player base for 2.5 years. We need to change this. So now they go, all right, let's go fucking cookie cutter. Free to play, seasonal content, force you to actually get more content regularly. In the long run, if it is actually good, Overwatch will be fine. It just, they've really stumbled a lot in the past couple of years. Is it going to be like a super, super, super popular game? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be the level of like a, if Overwatch will ever hit the level of like a Fortnite or Valorant or Apex. But they're going to try. And it's going to depend on the quality of the content. If the game is actually legitimately good and they keep up and have that base integrity of, we want it, this is like the new vision for the game, and we actually follow through with it, and we regularly release content and do all this stuff, like, why not? Why wouldn't it be popular? Why wouldn't it be successful? When people in 2018, 2019 saw, at least among my friend group, started to leave Overwatch for Apex, most people I knew in that time frame all stopped playing Overwatch. It was mostly because of the game's direction had changed over years to be a lot more like heal centric, a lot more tank centric, and it lost a lot of its core FPS roots. So those people just left to different FPS games. But it wasn't that they ever really hated the game. They just didn't like the way it was going. I don't trust the devs to maintain the game. Yeah, honestly, you probably shouldn't. If you blindly trust the developers like that, no, you shouldn't trust them. You just wait and see. You can be the cautiously optimistic or openly pessimistic, and I think those are totally fucking normal because they have a lot of trust that they need to rebuild and with the community in general. And I think that's fine. Like, dude, no offense, but gaming over the years if anything has shown you that you shouldn't blindly trust developers, should be all of the various games over the years that have come out. So it's the same thing as saying, like, guys, you should never pre-order. Because you don't know what it is. At least stuff like this, I can look at it and I can go, okay, cool. This game that has had no content for years, they're actually committing to a monetization that requires them to make new content regularly and provide it to a community that normally would never have any and has had any for years. Fuck yeah, why not go for it? Is it going to be good? Hell if I know. They're going to have to prove it, but at least I'll take it. The copium? Might be copium, I don't know. I'm just happy they're getting something into the game. Are you ready for another year of Lucio Ball? Stop. Dude, listen. There's no way. There's no way, right? This is the weird part, though. The idea of Founders Pack. Overwatch 2 Founders Pack. It is actually cool, but I want to know what's in it. That's all. And I know that they're saying you get skins. It's just they're tossing free stuff at you because you own the game. That's it. Right? They're like, have some skins, have an icon, but it says surprise gift. And I'm going, okay, what's the surprise gift? Reddit has pictures of the Founders Pack. Wait, link me. I'm in. You get these two skins. I mean, it's free. Why the hell not? Okay, one second. Let me check this. Make sure I'm not opening something spooky. Okay. I guess I can't complain about free stuff. What's the icon, though? General Doomfist, Jester Sombra, and more. Whatever the gift is. An exclusive Founders icon. Clown skin for a clown game. Okay, dude. Oh, no. They're saying Sombra players are clowns. I mean, they kind of are. They just run around and troll you and lose the game over and over. That's her old gun model? How do you even notice this? Are you like a 10,000 hour Sombra gamer who just immediately notices that the gun is slightly different? What the heck? He's tuned in. That's a Sombra gamer. Holy shit. All right, what else? What else is there to cover? There's this. Oh, it confirms here, by the way. Look at that. Junker Queen, the newest tank hero, which, I mean, you can't tell from the trailer, but just if you wanted a confirmation. Oh, here's another really interesting line, which I have not seen anywhere else. It says the typical 5v5 multiplayer format with cross-platform progression. Is that already in the game? I don't remember. Cross progression is a different story most of the time. That is not very common. I don't remember seeing that anywhere else. I remember seeing cross-platform play. I do not remember seeing cross-platform progression. So chat, with cross-platform progression, I will be doing a... Dude, does this mean I can log on to my main on my Nintendo Switch and feed my fucking brains out? Oh no. I wouldn't even be on Switch ladder. Dude, imagine you log on. Oh no, dude. It's gonna be like that ONS clip I had from the Overwatch beta where I just roll out and get headshot, but I'm actually just on a Nintendo Switch and I can't even turn. It's time. rankings are probably different. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Cross-platform progression versus rank is very different. I wish. It'd be very funny though. And obviously, ranking and profit, you guys are totally right. It's not at all going to work like that, because Overwatch actually does something that's genuinely very cool, which is, do you guys remember in Apex and other games, there's always that nonstop debate of aim assists? Overwatch does something very cool, which is, if they don't even allow you to play ranked and cross-platform, and if you do even play quick play, they disable your aim assists. One of the only companies that actually has true integrity for cross-platform gameplay. They don't care at all. Probably not a good thing in some ways, because honestly, they should just have aim assist and quick play. Like, who cares? And then just make it so you can't play cross-platform ranked. So that'd probably be a better compromise. But it just sidesteps so many of the problems that controller players having, you know, nonstop shit like that is, it's never fair for anybody. It's always going to be unfair one way or another. In Apex in particular, right? It's like there's a certain sweet spot range where a controller player will just never miss. And you just have to play around that. Aim assist on Overwatch is not necessary. It is though, dude. Overwatch is some of the most movement of any FPS. So maybe they do have aim assist in quick play or something. I thought they didn't, but we'll see. What else? At launch, newest tank hero joined the roster, Junker Queen. All right, well, chat, this Thursday at 10 a.m. we'll be going in on this live service model and seasonal content plan in the upcoming phase of the game's closed beta. So we'll actually know more then. The true dev hour, chat. Andy, I am goated on the sticks. Wait, is he in chat? Oh god. Giving me flashbacks to aim assist debates from a previous game. Oh, don't worry, you guys are safe. So beta doesn't start on the 16th? Andy, if you're baiting right now, listen, stop baiting, Andy. For those who don't know, Andy B is a community manager on Overwatch. He actually works at Blizzard. As far as I know, beta does not start on the 16th. They are just talking about the live service model and probably announcing the beta date. If they just topped that in, it would have been fine. Okay, what else? Can't wait to roll out the beginning of Overwatch 2 experience on October 4th. Introduce an exciting new competitive vision featuring amazing new content and a reimagining of iconic heroes, maps, gameplay, and made the original game so compelling. This is the beginning of an always-on, always-evolving era for the franchise, and a recommitment to serving players of frequent and substantial updates, planned well into the future to keep Overwatch 2 fresh and fun for many years to come. Nice line, Mikey Barra. That's good shit. I'm in. I think I said my piece already on the free-to-play stuff, but we'll see. It should be good. Well into the future, new competitive vision. Well, new competitive vision, I think, applies to the 5v5 changes more than quite literally the new ranked mode. They were teasing a ranked rework in one of the previous blog posts. They wouldn't talk about that. New competitive vision is more than likely just the 5v5 or 6v6. Is what, especially in a big PR statement like this. So, well into the future, Copium. Hey, listen. The chat, they're saying it. Give them the opportunity to back it up. We'll see. We don't have to trust them for now because they didn't update for 2.5 years. And we can meme on them, but we'll see. They don't get that. They have to earn it back. Yeah, they do. That's why I'm saying you can meme about it if you want. I give them the solid we'll see, because to me the question is not, see, here's the core thing that I find about all this is the question is not will they update consistently, it's will they update consistently and not fall into the similar traps they fell into in Overwatch 1, which was stuff like power creep, heal creep, nonstop CC, pulled, shielded, stunned craziness that the game sort of slowly devolved into more cooldown centric gameplay over the years. If they can manage to update regularly and do that, right now people are looking at like the first level of this, which is, I think, oh, I don't even trust them to update the game and blah, 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 which is fair because they didn't update the game for 2.5 years. But when they come out and directly say, always on live service, seasonal content, free to play, yeah, they're probably going to dump updates. The question is, will they manage to keep true to the new Overwatch 2 vision over a long period of time? That is the real challenge for a developer, I think. And you've kind of seen it in previous games too. Characters in Valorant, for example, always get memed on for being too ability centric, right? The Valorant community talks about that infamous quote. What is it from like one of the executives at Riot Games being like, in Project A, you don't kill with abilities. You know what I mean? And then in Apex, a similar story behind characters that got added like Seer, right? That were just a disaster on launch and they had to massively tone down and try and make things very obviously stay true to their vision. Overwatch 2 has a much bigger challenge of staying true to its vision because its vision's a lot more ridiculous. When it comes to stuff like Overwatch, Valorant's pretty obvious, right? Valorant is a tack shooter. Apex is, well, I mean, it's mostly everybody shoots the same guns in both of those games. Overwatch is asymmetrical. Like no other game has a fucking hamster and a ball just rolling around while the monkey jumps at you, and then Soldier Man Call of Duty sits there and pokes you with his gun. Like, it's a harder time for Overwatch to stay true to its gameplay because it's just more unique. So, still waiting on cross progression, cross save. Don't worry, buddy. Right here, they confirmed it for you. Cross platform progression was directly right here, and I don't think they said this anywhere else. So there you go. Okay. So TLDR about all this, chat. Cautiously optimistic, but they have a lot of trust to rebuild, and we'll see how it goes. Time to move back to the PC Gaming Show, because I think this is in about 5 minutes. Oh God, where is it even at? PC Gaming. Also Diablo 4. Well, this is an ad. Yeah, there was also, so Diablo 4 was also done a whole bunch of, I mean, Diablo's like a whole different category. I would have to actually jump into this stuff more. There was one legitimately, wait, I have one thing before we go in though. Where was it? Technically, all game conferences are ad streamer. True. For those, chat, who are interested in Diablo 4, one of the community managers at Diablo came out and said on Twitter in a reply, Diablo 4 is coming out as a full-price game built strictly for a PC console audience. There'll be tons of content after launch for all players. Paid content is built around optional cosmetics and full expansions. We'll be sharing more info soon. Chat, if you can't read corporate people, this isn't even that corporate because it's on Twitter. Let me be very honest. Chat, this is someone who works at Diablo saying, please don't look at D4 the same as Diablo Immortal. Please, dear God, we are not that team. We work at the same company. Please don't judge us. All right, that is what I promise you, this is a Diablo 4 dev trying to parry online rage. Okay? They are trying to like preemptively pull out a shield, but it's not going to work. God, what the fuck was that? It's come over. It's just, they're basically screaming into the internet abyss, please don't dumpster us. Dude, they are. I promise you.